Hey, welcome back. So at this point, we've kind of traveled through the different areas of the semester, and now we ended up at sports performance. My question to you is, what happens when you think of the term sports performance? For the longest time, I always thought, well, it's the person who can lift the most weight. It's the person who ends up with the gold medal, or at the end of the game, they win. Well, that's all included in sports performance and elite athletic performance, and how do we differentiate those things is really important. There's so many areas of sports performance that we have to consider, and a lot of people don't think about the cognitive aspects. So yes, you have physical feats of performance, and you have peak performance and how people are going to react and how strong they are and how fast they are. Those are all great, and those are all points of physical activity. However, we often neglect the psychology aspect. Now, before you all get all, oh no, Dr. Murray, stop, we're talking about psychology, okay? As a brain person, I respect and understand the field of psychology rather well. And you ever heard the term that you have that exercise is about 90% mental and only 10% physical? Well, people who are saying that are actually pretty correct in that manner. That, yes, it takes a ton of effort to do certain physical activities, and it's taxing on your body, but more than, I would say, half the time, it's mainly mental. What do you do when you need to get that last little minute of your mile done? What happens when you're on your last set in the gym? What happens when you are tired, you're exhausted, and you're trying to finish that aspect, but you just can't? Well, you push through it. And then you use your brain, you tell yourself you can do it, and you get it done. That's a huge component of sports performance. So in this module, what you'll find here is I've put together a whole lot of videos for you. And you're going to laugh at me. Oh no, Dr. Murray, more and more videos. Well, that's the point of this courses. And so you'll get feedback from a couple different areas. One, I'm going to orient you to psychology, because I think that's incredibly important that you actually kind of understand what psychology is before moving into sports psychology. You're going to get some specific examples of how motivation and things like that influence us as individuals. And then we're going to really talk about the sports performance aspect and where have we gone in that terms, and look at the daily life of someone who is actually in sports performance from two different avenues. So it's a holistic area where there's lots going into it, where you have folks from strength and conditioning, and you have strict psychologists, and you have the people who are blended. You also have the sports performance individuals that could be rehab professionals or therapeutic individuals who are all about making sure that you can get back to physical performance. So it's kind of a broad field in a broad area, but we're going to narrow it down for you. And basically, I'm going to put it in this ways. Most of the careers are here for folks, people who are in exercise science for strength and conditioning. And we've talked about some of the strength and conditioning certifications, but typically strength and conditioning, CSCS is the most popular one. And then the other folks that are involved in here are exercise physiologists. These are folks who go get their PhDs and spend a lot of time looking at and researching about the impact of psychology and the different avenues of psychology on sports performance and physical activity. So I hope you enjoy. There's a lot that we're going to learn. There's a lot that you get the chance to. Make sure you follow the directions and look at all the module areas and watch the videos. I know some of these will be longer, some will not be. But again, this is a class. So enjoy it, have fun. See you on the flip side.